Or so ever since I had that incident, I posted my last video, right, of the Taco Bell incident. That it was very disturbing. Those men are very disturbing, Um, and this that no one reprimands them, Like people that reprimand them is that they don't want to listen, They're very strong, the militias are very strong in this nation, and that's part of having an open door policy in our nation, I was just trying to do my hair, and what's that you go in the bathroom and you have to go poop, you have to defecate, and urinate, and that's what you want to do your hair, and then people take their time all the time, and I have him touching the wall from my table, from my where I'm dining at, from that side, not from the door, and he's a fat, ugly little dick bitch, I have no privacy, I never had privacy. With Julie Garland, you'll never have privacy, Anyway, um, the topics I want to touch today, they're a little sensitive, They're very sensitive to many people in life. But, I had to hit them because it's very important. I did today the juice, the steroid awareness. I want to do the loony cooney and the heroin, the anorexia. If you have a Michael Jackson nose, it's not cool, Many women and men have Michael Jackson noses. Are they getting smaller and they red all the time, If you have a Michael Jackson nose, you're doing too much CUNY, It's only recommended that you do it 1 or twice a week, Michael Jackson nose is a red flag, If you have a Michael Jackson nose, is a red flag. Horse faces, Women with horse faces, they have never admitted to anyone that they are transgender in their life, but they have not gone through gender reassignment surgery, They have to be very honest to the people around them. Iguana lizard faces. These are people that have been on transgender medication for many years. They need to get off medication when you have an iguana lizard face for at least 7 years and see a psychologist and go on mood stabilizers.
What happened?
And go on mood stabilizers.
People, bro.
Talk to him.
Yo, excuse me.
Yeah, you're fucking rude.
Huh?
Fucking rude, bitch. I fuck you. That's why I didn't advertise your fucking pizza.
Oh.
Anyway, so iguana lizard faces. They need. I'm taking a fucking video. Shit. I'm tired of these fucking immigrants. That's exactly why I didn't advertise Two Bros Pizza, I left it on blank, Because I know they have a southern border problem there, Anyway. That's why people leave their pizza behind and stuff too. Anyway, so lizard face, they need to get off medication for at least 7 years and see a psychologist and go on mood stabilizers and anxiety medication. Beetlejuice syndrome. Beetlejuice. I give you an example of Beetlejuice syndrome. It's the Big Bang Theory. The comic book shop owner. He has in his show it shows it obvious, and it's crazy because he doesn't even know. It's people who are disrespectful to their mother. And I met a young kid. He's really cute, and he's the manager of one of our restaurants in New York City. And he has Beetlejuice syndrome as well. I noticed when he was interviewing somebody, and for that you have to go to a psychologist, and you have to be very honest. These are people and therapists, because these are people that are very disrespectful to their mother. I wanted to talk about how we have our children, even if they're your children, even if they adopted, even if they foster children, grandchildren, if you're raising your nephews or niece, or kids that are not yours, if you see they started their first job or their second job and they stole already, you need to stop that immediately. If they stole something from their job, they can't work for a long time. You have to give at least 7 years for them to work again. They do not keep on on. They look for another job. They work somewhere else. They have to grow up and they have to mature. They have to reach a maturity period and be more educated and appreciate things more before starting to work in the workplace, or start to the parents have to start giving those kids what they deserve, as well. Kids after the first try, please leave them at home, no matter what. If it's your fault, if it's the child's fault, either way, it's most probably the parents' fault. They have to stay home until the problem fixes. All right. So the next one is on the 1 and 9 Christopher Street station, going downtown. I need people to take pictures and videos. That's a monkey gym there. There's a crack shipment that just came from China 2 days ago. It arrived in West Lancaster, Pennsylvania, from Northwest China, from the 4th Dynasty. That's about it. All right, bye.